I'm unable to look for other work. I have to earn money for my children to have a better future.
Right, and Huma Adnan is the designer and creative director of Huma Adnan Craft Stores. You just saw her in the video there. She has trained and empowered dozens of Afghan refugee women and joins me now live from Karachi in Pakistan. First off, how did you come up with this idea to help refugees turn into artisans?
I have always been a supporter of inclusive communities. I feel that giving them any craft and making them sustainable should be the right way for any community, be it refugees, be it any other inclusive community. I have been working with the village women in my country. And when this opportunity came about, and of course, I know the world crisis, the refugee crisis is a huge world crisis. And there are so many refugees living in Pakistan. In Karachi alone, there are 50,000 of them. So when I was approached by UNHCR, they sent me a group of 15 people from different communities, from different countries. They were majority Afghanis, but there were also Syrians, Rohingyans, Yemenis, and there was also some Sudanese in the group. It was very interesting for me to see that there were, people from these women and men were from different parts of the world. But the thing that really interested me was the different craft that they could make for me, because this is what my passion is. So we started training these people. Out of 15, I think 10 of them left. Then I was left with only 5. And out of those 5, there was just one Rohingyan, the other 4, and one Syrian. The other 3 were Afghani. So they added more Afghani women to me. At least there were more Afghanis that I could explore. But yes, it was a very interesting exercise that we did with these 5 women. And today I proudly claim them to be my master trainers. All these 5 women have come with me all these last 2 years. And now they are making jewelry for us. They are making masks for us. And we are also training them in hand stitching and machine stitching of tunics and tops and other fashionable accessories and clothing.
Yeah. And the masks that they're making are absolutely stunning. I was looking at the video and pictures of them earlier. What kind of work goes into it? And talk to us about some of the significance of the designs that they're making.
Since majority of them belong to Afghanistan, so we wanted to take Afghani craft and recreate that craft. So we worked with these Afghan refugees. There were some from Karachi, there were some from Quetta. We did our research, and we took out some elements from old Afghani ancient traditions and crafts, and we started doing some embroideries on those masks. Other than that, these masks also have these strings which are hand woven, again hand woven by the same refugees. So we wanted to recreate age-old traditional Afghani craft on these masks, and we managed to do that, because these women, of course, they were not trained to do that kind of craft, but at least the elderly in their families knew how, some of the stitches that were, passed on to them by their, families and their forefathers. So it was very interesting to see that some of the craft that they recreated was just absolutely gorgeous, especially the women from Quetta who had come from Herat and Kandahar. So I found it to be extremely interesting. And of course, we took it forward. Our biggest challenge was to have the 100% good quality product, because we wanted to market that globally. And so they knew that this piece of accessory, either a piece of jewelry or a piece of mask, it should not be sold as a charity. It should be sold for its quality and for its design. And they completely understand all that. They have become very good in quality, and they know that the responsibility of this craft, it has to be very good quality for me to sell it to the rest of the world. And they achieved that. They achieved all those targets.
So what is your future plan then for this project and your hope for these refugees?
My future plan actually is that I want to market them globally. I want these women to be sustainable. I want them to have long-term jobs. And for that, I would like to request the world community to come forward and help, like different organizations to come forward and help us make these small groups into bigger groups, and more women should join in, not just from Karachi, from anywhere in the world where there are refugees. I mean, be it Turkey, because I know there are lots of Syrians in Turkey. I would love to explore Syrian craft with the women, with the population that is right now in Turkey, and they do not have much of sustainability that I see coming in future for them. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity that wherever there are refugees, if their craft can be recreated and if they can contribute to the economy of that country, there's nothing better than that. And of course, all that requires voices, and the voices from celebrity, from actors, from celebrity from the global perspective, like Turkish actors and American actors, and all sorts of voices. We need to support these women. I think it's extremely important to give them voices right now.
Right.
And because I'm doing a very small part of the entire exercise, but I think more organizations need to come forward and not just see Pakistan, but see the world where the refugees are stationed and what they can do to improve their livelihood.
Right.
And to contribute to the economies of that country. Yes.
It's an absolutely wonderful idea. Thank you so much for joining us and talking to us about your project, Huma Adnan.